My name is Leslie Cotton. I'm an artist out of Gillette, Wyoming. Thanks for joining me today as I present to you video number 1 in my series, Preparing the Clay. We're going to take this sloppy clay and make it into prepared lumps of clay ready to throw. This is recycled clay. It comes from my slop bucket. I actually like to use this for my platters because it allows me to have the right amount of moisture in the clay. In this process, I am blending this clay all together, making sure there are no lumps, bumps, soft spots, hard spots. It's a process of smoothing it all together. And then here in a minute, I'm going to start using the shell technique for kneading it. That way it starts getting uniformity. That should allow the inside of the clay to work itself to the outside, and that's what the process has to happen for you to get rid of all of the air bubbles. If you're doing this process right, the outside gets pulled and pushed into the inside in this fashion, and that clay that's on this outside here gets wrapped around, and that whole process of letting the inside of the clay come to the outside, that removes all the bubbles. So here I'm starting my 100 strokes. A minimum of 100 strokes is needed to turn the inside to the outside and get rid of all your bubbles. As I'm pushing through this clay, here in a minute you're going to see that bubbles start coming to this outside rim and will start bursting. See right there? That was a bubble that burst. Here's another one. If you don't knead the clay long enough, you will never get these bubbles that are deep-seated in the clay to come to the surface and burst. So you've got to stick with it until you start seeing that happen. Here I have divided the clay into 2 equal parts and will proceed to knead them into nice, smooth gumdrop shapes. You will see in segment 2, when I start centering the clay on the wheel, why I use the 2 balls of clay versus using just one large 10-pound lump of clay. I like my lumps of clay to be very uniform, gumdrop shapes that helps in the centering process. Please join me for my next segment, Step 2, Centering and Throwing